All right, I'm thanking you all for coming back for part two. We'll have a two-parter this week. So, yes, basically, if we work with these constructions here, right, and we take them through the paces, and I plan on doing that with you all as well, because I know sometimes we like to second guess ourselves, you know, where we're not for sure if this is this, and I tried to keep that in mind too when I put this list together. So for the most part, if you can say the construction in English and it makes sense when you use the English construction, okay, if it makes sense, then put it in the Hebrew construction because it's going to make sense. If it didn't make sense when you said it in English, it's not going to make sense when you say it in Hebrew. So I can't say something like, oh, House of the Mountain. That I guess, if that was some sort of special naming of a place, but for the most part, that doesn't make sense in English, right?
Right.
Don't say it in Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? Water of the heart. I guess we can say that's blood, but that's a long way of somebody might could understand if you were to make that kind of construction if you were somebody. But for the most part, that doesn't make sense in English. Don't worry about trying to say it in Hebrew. You see? The other ones that do make sense, go ahead and try it. If you're wrong, it's okay. We fall 7 times, but we get up 8. We're gonna learn.
Right. That's right.
So yes, go ahead and exercise, but I can't do it for you. You gotta be like that little chick in the egg. If people come and help you get out that shell, you're not gonna survive. But if you continue doing your own pecking at that shell, it's making you stronger. It's making connections in your synapses. And the best time, honestly, to do it is right before you about to go to sleep or take a nap. Why? Because your brain makes these connections in your head again when you're sleeping, but it does it faster than at the rate in which you did it. And it goes through those connections, yes. It goes through those connections forward and backwards. You know what I'm saying? And so, for you to be able to you do that and go right to sleep, you're going to learn it even faster if you do it that way. If you can go to sleep within 4 hours of your 2-minute study time.
Well, reading puts me to sleep. So yeah, but that's probably good. I might start doing that. To look at this before I go to sleep. Cause if I'm reading and I'm already in bed, then yeah, it's just a matter of.
Right, and your brain will take it over. And
that is true. Because when I watch a video or even read about a certain thing and then go to sleep, that same thing that I read or watched, it'll play in my dream or my thoughts or whatever it is.
Yes.
So that is very true.
And guess what? These people, we want to say that they took our this and they took our that and they took our this. Guess what? They're doing exactly what I'm telling you to do.
Mm-hmm.
There is 3 prayers a day that we're supposed to be praying. And guess what? They get up in the morning and they do it. And they pray these prayers at night. And then sometime during the day. You know what I'm saying? So now if we don't even take the time to do that and can't even put 2 minutes towards it, because trust me, those prayers take about an hour. You know what I'm saying? Especially the morning prayer, that evening prayer, that's a good 15, 30 minutes. And that's if you go through it really fast. That did you hear they do? Yes. But it's getting it in there. And guess what? The Most High said he watches over his words to perform them. So if they willing to take up his words and put them in their mouths, they getting results, And so if we want to be able to see those same results, we got to do those same things, got to, take God at his word and put his words in our mouth. And no matter how feeble the attempt is, because guess what? When we take a step towards the Most High, he takes a step towards us.
Right.
So whatever effort you putting towards it, trust and believe he gonna bless it. He gonna bless it.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever you think, mistakes you think you might be making, a righteous man falls 7 times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, we got to remind ourselves that and get up 8, you know?
Right.
So, yes. And just like I said, keep in mind, these constructions that you see it in English, you know that you are familiar with these constructions. If it makes sense in English, you can say it in Hebrew using this formula right here. You put it in this little box over here, this little Hebrew transformation box that we got right here.
Right.
Well, sorry, this little Hebrew transformation box that we got right here, and it's gonna spit out this for you, which is gonna mean this.
Yeah.
Right.
I ain't got to question how or why or whatever, it just does it. Just like when you get in your car, you don't question how it is when I put my foot on this pedal, the car stop. But if I put my foot on this other pedal, it go. You just know it do it. That's what you do. So you know when you say Ha Melech Hatov, it means it's gonna go, the good king. When you say Melech Tov, it's gonna go, a good king. Okay. All right. And the reason why I want to drill these in, because after this, next week, or not next week, the week afterward, we're gonna do review over all of this. And if you guys are picking it up like I feel like you will, because I know you all are gonna give me these 2 minutes a day now. Not give it to me, but give it to yourselves. I feel like it's gonna be in there, because after this, I would like to start with the letters. Actually learning the letters. So we can throw all of this English transliteration away. I really can't stand it.
Well, yeah. And I think, you know what it is? What with me, I'm thinking what it is. I know that it's not the Hebrew that's confusing, but it's the way that we've been used to talking that's confusing the Hebrew, you know, because when you look at it, when you look at the left hand column there, where you got the Son of Man, heart of the King, and a good king, and all them. That's the way we are used to saying, and then when you look at the far right hand column, actually how it's saying in Hebrew, that's what you kind of have to like reformulate, start rethinking, and naturally you would think, well, it's that's wrong, it's but it's because we don't have a working knowledge of the Hebrew language. It looks backward, but I know that it's not.
So basically what you're saying is your brain needs to do teshuvah.
Need to do what?
Teshuvah. It needs to repent. It needs to turn away.
Okay, I just want to know what that meant before I say it. Okay. Well, yeah, that's right. And my heart needs to repent and turn.
And our eyes too.
Yeah.
And our eyes too, because our eyes and our brain need to go together when it comes to looking at these words and trying to put them together in order the correct way.
Right. So
well, it'll happen.
And your mind starts saying, this is the correct way to speak.
Right.
They got me over here in this foreign land speaking this corrupt language, but this is the pattern.
Right.
I think what I'm gonna do, because usually when I'm at work, and that's how I memorize, the alphabet. I would take them to work with me, and I put them right in front of me, and and I would just practice them every day. So this is the same thing I'm gonna do, because I printed the other charts out that you gave to us, and so this is what I'll work on. That's gonna be my homework this week.
That's a good idea.
on these. Just taking work, make them large, and then I can hang them on, one of my little knobs in the truck, and and look at them and just kind of rehearse them,
Right.
throughout the day. Yeah.
And pick one a day. Just pick
Yeah.
one. Don't go through every single construction every single day.
Right.
No,
Right.
there's
Right.
5 of these. So Monday,
Right.
all we're gonna do is Son of Man,
Yeah.
Ben Adam, Eretz Yisrael,
Yeah.
Devar Melech, like this. Okay, and we got to remember with this one, the okay, yes, the first word is going to be in the construct when we have noun plus noun. Okay, that's where this construct things comes into here. We have the construct, and then we have the next noun that's in the singular. Okay, and we're not going to worry about the plural form of it yet. We'll go over that in the review, but just work with the singular nouns. When we have noun plus noun, it's going to be the construct singular plus the regular singular. Okay. This one first, then this one. Okay.
Okay.
This one first, when we're going to say a construct, when we're going to say noun plus noun, is that one first, then this one. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
But
Cut
now,
out on me then.
huh?
So cut out on me then. So go ahead.
Yes. That's when we say noun plus noun. But when we say noun plus the noun, we're only using words in this column.
Oh, okay.
Okay. When we say noun plus the noun. But if we're going to say noun plus noun, we're going to use noun plus noun. And get that information solidified on Monday.
Okay.
Then Tuesday.
Now, okay. Let me get this. So you say the noun plus nouns is in the construct singular.
Yep, construct singular.
Yeah.
I got it highlighted on the screen. I don't know if you see that.
Yeah, I see it. I'm just okay, just making sure.
Singular. So I'll put this together. I'll put some notes down here in the bottom better. Okay, and send that to you all.
Okay.
Okay. With some examples. So that you can
that will help, yes.
Yes. But I'm gonna put some examples, but I want you guys to go with the rest of see how many you can come up with on your own.
Okay.
Because it's in the coming up with it on your own that makes you stronger.
Right.
Right. I mean, even if you played a game where you took one from every single one of the and matched it up with every single word, you're at least playing with it. Does that make sense? Nope. Okay. Does this make sense? And just move it down the line. Take, if you wanted to do the, father, right? Take father and match it with every single one of these. Every single one of these. Does it make sense? No, keep it pushing. Does it sound like it even could possibly make sense? All right, keep it. Because even if we had something like this one, Avi Bayit, father of the house, or father of a house, even if that sounds weird or something like that, how do we know that that's not it could be like, when you have fraternities and whatever those things are called, right? Sororities, the head person, I think they are called like the house mother or the house father, right?
I guess I ain't never been in front.
Well, I only found that because I read through a dictionary, so I can kind of start preparing stuff for you guys, and because I try and prepare like several lessons in ahead. So, when you start putting this stuff together, like if I said, Ish, Aretz, or Ish Ha Aretz, man of the earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
That actually means a farmer.
Okay.
So like, just start taking these words and playing with them and see if, yes, and see if you were talking to somebody who actually speaks this language, do you think that they would understand what you were saying, even if maybe you're not saying the correct thing? So like, even if I said something like, water of the heart, you know what I'm saying, I'm sure they would gather that I meant blood, and then they can tell me the word for blood.
All right. All right.
You see, just play with them and see if they can even remotely make any type of sense. If it does, keep it. Who knows? You might have stumbled onto a phrase that actually does make sense.
Right.
But it's just like with Legos, you don't have to like build it according to plan. Just play with them. Just play with the Legos. You never know what you're going to come up with. You might build a house, you might build a car, you might build a bucket. Who knows?
Right.
Just have fun with it, because that's where you're gonna really get all your learning in. Is when you take it upon yourself to have fun with it. This is a game. I'm gonna play with this. Not that, oh, she's giving me homework. Because trust me, I didn't do homework. When I studied this stuff, if it was like me studying it, oh man, you can get so much studying out of me. It was unbelievable. But the minute it got turned into homework, man, this got in the way, that it got in the way. I couldn't do this because of this and that, this and
yeah.
And it was literally just because it was called homework. That's
Mm-hmm.
why I don't give homework.
Right.
Because but if somebody wants homework, I'm more than welcome. I can make some up for you. But I do have some people that they like that type of structure. But I notice most people don't. And I know I didn't. So if you treat it like a game, have fun with it. When I was learning the Hebrew letters, when I'll be driving down the road, I would pick a letter of the day, and guess what? That's what got scratched into the ash of my skin for the day as I'm sitting here. One hand on the steering wheel and the other hand was like literally on the ashy part between my knee and my thigh. I'm just scratching out Hebrew letters for fun. Why not?
Yeah, I guess everybody figures out a way that that works for them.
Right. So if it works for you, get it.
Yeah.
When you take a shower, the little steam that be on the mirror.
Yeah.
That's a perfect spot for a Hebrew letter.
Yeah, and I listened to a lot of Hebrew. Like I learned a new phrase this week, like a Hebrew phrase, and every morning me and my wife talk to each other. I've been intending to use it, but we've been so busy this week and dealing with different things. But if I say it to you, I know you'll know what it is. Boca Tov.
Oh, good morning.
Yeah. That was one I learned this past.
Right.
So, yeah.
How do you say it?
Boca Tov. So next I was gonna learn what is like afternoon and eve. We already know what Tov is because we got Tov on our list here.
Right.
Let me go on ahead and put that here for you. We have. I'm just gonna stick it right here.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna add the rest of it.
Zohim.
So now we can start speaking Hebrew to each other early in the morning and in the afternoon and in the evening.
There you go.
How do you say that second one? Is it Zorhim Tov?
Zohorayim.
Say it one more time.
Zohorayim.
Zohorayim.
Okay, so the T is silent.
It's T and Z together. See, this is why we're gonna get on these letters. This is why.
Okay.
I just was giving that to you because if that'll be encouragement for you, then yes and amen.
And it's Boker Tov. Okay.
Yeah, Boker Tov. So Horayim Tov, Erev Tov, Lila Tov.
Oh, okay.
Want to tell somebody to have a good day? Yom Tov.
Oh, that's simple.
Yeah. But see, do we even have this word here? Day?
No.
No, I don't have Yom here. Okay, sorry. Yes, I do. Yom. Yom.
Oh, I thought I'd seen it somewhere. Okay.
Yep. Yom Tov. Yom is a masculine word. That's why we're using a masculine adjective.
Okay.
So you see, it follows the same pattern. All of these follow the same pattern. Boker Tov, Zohorayim Tov, Erev Tov, Lila Tov, Yom Tov. Thank you for bringing that, Anderson. It follows the same pattern right here.
That's already listed.
Noun plus adjective. So see?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I just don't want stuff.
And then I think, maybe eventually we'll get comfortable, once you, and I guess by you not knowing how to put certain words together, it kind of like, well, I ain't going to say it because, it ain't coming out right. But once we get comfortable with just learning how to put two words together, I think if we start doing that, then that will help us, to eventually put three words and three leaves.
Yep.
So on, Like you say, start using it. And like I said, the only way you can use it if you take the time to put it in you and then speak it. What's that? Shivato?
Shavua.
Is it on here? I was looking for it on here.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
But you know the word Shavuot?
Oh, yeah.
Shavuot. This is Shavuot.
Yeah.
Shavuot means weeks. Shavua means 1 week. So Shavua is actually a feminine. Oh, Shavuot.
Yeah, feast of weeks.
For whatever reason, I think that this one is a masculine word because I never heard Shavua Tova. I've heard Shavua Tov. So let me get back with you guys on this one. Because Shavuot is in the ending is a feminine plural, but I think it would be a masculine plural for the adjective because I think Shavua is actually a masculine word. So, but that will be cliffhanger and get that next week, or not next week, but the following week.
Okay, what do you mean by it being a masculine word?
Okay, see all these words in pink?
The one you have highlighted?
All of these words in pink. Earth, hand, queen, soul,
yes.
These are all feminine words. So then when we're going to talk about them, we're going to give them feminine adjectives. So that's the same thing down here. So noun plus adjective. If we have a masculine noun, we're going to use a masculine adjective. If we have a feminine noun, we're going to use a feminine adjective.
Okay.
Yep. So that's why we have hamalka, hatova versus
what makes hand a feminine word? I'm just kind of.
This is those things that we just, because I said so. It was just people were talking. If I said so, you know what I'm saying? There's no real rules. I know that in Hebrew for things that appear on the body in pairs, those generally are feminine words. Okay. So that's why eye is feminine, hand is feminine, but I don't think feet are, for whatever reason, and they appear in a pair. So it's those things that when you start learning Hebrew nouns, you should learn an adjective with it, and that will let you know if this word is masculine or feminine.
Okay.
Yes, because the plural for masculine nouns generally have this "im" ending. You see this? Achim.
Yeah, that's right.
Banim, right? However, what about father? Its plural is avot.
Right.
That's a feminine plural. But that does not mean that the word itself is feminine. It's still a masculine word. So you're going to give it a masculine adjective. Right. So this is what we call exceptions to the rule. So for the most part, masculine nouns end in "im," but there's a couple few that end in "ot." But the rule for giving it its adjective is still going to be the same. So you know how when we have body structures, okay, you have some, most men, they look like men, right? You can tell that's a man. But there are some that, they kind of got softer features. You don't quite know, right?
Right.
But you still, according to the Torah, they're supposed to wear masculine clothes.
Okay.
So some of them, they still gonna have they the way you form their plural, it's gonna look feminine, but it's a masculine noun, so we're gonna give it a masculine adjective.
Okay, I see.
Now I don't know of any feminine words that have masculine plural, but if I run across them, trust and believe I'm gonna point it out. But I don't know of any right off the top of my head. So there's that.
That's interesting.
So I'm going to see if I can't consolidate some of these rules that I've been telling you guys, because I have been going back and watching the previous video a day or two, and then the day of before I come up with the lesson, so I can remember what it is, how far we've gotten. So I'm going to watch this again, and it's going to remind me that I need to consolidate some rules, put it to paper for you guys.
We got a bad student in the class.
Aww.
She rocking the baby to sleep and then put her own self to sleep.
Oh, that's hilarious. You know what? She is keeping peace and order in the class.
Yeah. No,
peace and order.
I love it. Oh, they're a little precious.
Okay, well, that's a great lesson today. I was kind of told what's wrong with my phone today. It's like cutting out. But, I guess I have to go over it, and kind of, I guess that's the Most High's way of telling me, use your own brain, son. Use your brain.
Well, we got two classes today, 2 lessons that's coming out.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to change all of these green ones. It's going to be to yellow now. So that means when we meet again, we're going to do a review to make sure it's all solidified.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
after
So we're
that,
gonna be doing.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm gonna change these greens to yellow because we went over them. And then that means we're not meeting next week, but the following week, we're gonna do a review of all of these constructions. I'm gonna be popping them off and asking, what's this mean? What's this mean? How to say this? Going back and forth to just test and see where we're at. And then after that, I shouldn't say test. We don't like those. Well, actually, I love tests growing up. I don't know about y'all, but I didn't like homework, but I did love tests. So I'm going to, I didn't like pop quizzes though. So let's see, I'm going to assess. There we go. We're going to assess. And then after that, we're going to start learning the letters.
Okay.
And if I do the way that I'm going to do this with the letters is I'm just going to give y'all a few words to just with some definitions, and y'all just got to say them all day, every day. And in saying those words, you're going to be saying the letters, you know, as the way the pronunciation of them. And so about 5 of those classes, we're going to have all the letters. And if I do this right, we're going to have all the vowels too.
Okay.
And then we'll go into those in depth.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. And then I'm going to put all of these stuff that we've been going over so far in the actual Hebrew.
Oh.
Yes. So we're going to still be working with these constructions. I'm not going to just keep stepping it up quick. We're going to go over these constructions again, but we're going to be looking at it with Hebrew letters instead of the English letter. And then from there, that'll give y'all enough time to get familiar with the letters, and then we can start going into other stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So hopefully I'm going at this, you know, at a pace that you all find comfortable.
Oh yeah. Yeah. As long as you go on this pace and even a slow pace is probably fast for me, but you know, I don't stop. I'll catch up.
You over here being our pupil over here being all humble and stuff. That's all right. So, all right then. Well, I just
for me, but it's something that you know I really.
You said what?
Okay, what'd you say?
You said it's something that you really what?
Okay, I guess. I said this is all new ground, but it's something that I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to learning. Yes.
Yes.
You all really don't. Yeah, y'all really don't know how well y'all are doing though. Y'all are doing exceptionally well. You really are.
I was gonna say I may even come.
Like you said, right.
I may even come with questions for my first class. You know.
Yes.
Little by little, we will get it though.
Yes, y'all are doing great. Y'all would be surprised. From what I know, y'all are doing great. Y'all.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Y'all are really, really making me proud. Like, I'm not gonna cry on the recording because you know on the Ethernet like that, but I'm telling you that y'all are doing great. And it's gonna kick us off. So
okay.
Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
All right. Shalom. Have a blessed week.
You too. Shavua
Yeah,
Tov.
same to you.
What?
I don't know how to...
Good.
Oh, Shavua Tov. Okay. Yep. Good week.
Shavua Tov. Yes.
All right. Shalom.
Layla Tov.
Layla Tov. Shalom.
Shalom.